to see that it's good to help others.
Jane, I think you're like a real life superhero. This is crazy. I feel like a lot of people, more people need to know what you're doing and will need to support you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another session of the one-on-one hangouts on the Treehouse. Today we have a special guest, Jane Koluga, with us. And Jane, do you want to tell people a little bit about your history as an artist, like a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I would say that my journey as an artist started since really young age, when I was a child. Quite classic, to be honest. A lot of artists nowadays also started as kids. That's the time where we're the most creative. Almost everybody draws. But
That I first met you because I was so drawn on your Instagram in particular. We'll link it down below, but it was so wild, so unlike anything I've seen. It's like a mix of surrealism. What are your inspirations for drawing? You actually drew a cover for Lost Magic. I just want to flash it up really quick before you kind of talk about. But yeah, what are your inspirations to kind of that kind of made that kind of like informs what stuff you draw?
to be honest, the inspiration, I would say, I'm inspired by surrealism in general, and I think I've been mentioning that one of the first, like, let's say, people who inspired me, like artists who inspired me, was Salvador Dali. Not in all my recent paintings you can see the influence, but in the like earlier ones you can see, especially with the eyes and dripping, because he has this like tendency of this flow, the dripping of the objects. They're like stretched out, like the time, like he has this painting of the clocks. I just like to put the meaning, to put several meanings in the painting and make it so people can see this and that, and like everybody can see something different for themselves. And I just want to paint something that is in my head, something that is not real in the real world, but I want to make it real, at least on the canvas, on the digital canvas in my case.
Definitely, and I think it draws so many people in because it is so unlike other art styles right now, and that's why it gets also very bright, vibrant colors. Yeah, it really just caught me, and then of course I was like, I have to get her on a cover of my comics. And then we've been talking for that was like about a year ago. I've been following your journey, and you are definitely getting better and kind of just going crazier. So I like it. But while you do all this art, you also travel the world a lot. You kind of painting murals. When did that start?
Actually, first mural I've done, I had no idea what I'm doing. I just wanted to do a good thing using like art. I wasn't good at it, but the intentions were really good. So I I put my second thoughts aside, because I wanted to make a place nicer. It was orphanage in my hometown. I was 19 back then, and it was amazing experience. And I just realized that it gave me meaning. It gave me, like, there is some saying that we are given, like, let's say, our skills, like our talents, for a reason. And I felt that this was one of the very big reasons for me. Like, I felt really good, and I've seen how the interaction went with the kids and stuff. And it was amazing. As I say, one thing, I love to draw, but another thing, seeing how happy it makes kids to draw with me, it was just, as I say, amazing experience. I will never forget this. And that's why since then I came back. I wanted to do more stuff like this. I wanted to to share happiness and bring some happiness. I don't have a lot, but I have this, and I'm really like eager and happy to share this with the people, especially with the kids who maybe don't get much attention. They don't have parents, and I know I'm not the parent, but I want to give some love. It's important, I think, through art. Yeah.
No, definitely, definitely. It sounds amazing. You just you even talking about it, it shows your passion. Absolutely, yeah. And I'm absolutely going to do this as well. I'm going to go on this Patreon right afterwards and support this. And I'll definitely tell a lot more people. I think they need to know, Jane. I feel like, yeah, this is very cool, and that's
Yeah.
like something they can directly help you with to help fund this, because I know it is kind of crazy, but the
Yeah.
work needs to be done.
Yeah, I very recently started it, the Patreon. Before I was doing all by myself, but I feel that to help in a like more efficient way to make it bigger, not just one mural every 2 years, but to actually make it consistent.
Experience like how long does it take you to paint one of these murals at these orphanages?
And also depends on the condition of the wall before I start. So usually I will say I was preparing the wall, and like I needed to do some preparation, and it could take like 2-3 days for this to be ready. And the mural, the more I draw murals, the faster I do this. It's like
Right,
with
of course.
general. So my very first murals would take so much time, but now it's way faster. And I'm actually curious to know how long this new mural is going to take. I'm planning to make it in maybe 5 days. Of course, not all day, but I'm also coming to the place and spending time with kids, and I want them to be involved in the process. Yes, because they like it's for them, and I want them to be a part of the creation.
Of
Like
course.
and actually in my very first like project like this, I drew a heart at the like in one of the walls that I've been offered to decorate. And I I put like different colors of the paint in the little trays on the floor for kids, and when the kids came, they put their hands in different colors and they stick it onto the wall in the shape of hearts. So it was their room, and I wanted them to be like also a part of drawing process, a part of creating and decorating process. They absolutely loved it. It was such a cool experience, as I say. I'm thinking to repeat this. In my last orphanage, I just gave to each kid who wanted a brush, and they just had so much fun.
Did you get any kids that like aspire and then now want to be artists after they meet you and after this entire experience?
Yeah,
They're
100.
like, Jane, I want to be an artist like you.
They were saying this. They actually were saying this. Quite many kids were saying this, even though like the little kids, they couldn't really speak English, but you could tell they were trying to tell me this, that they are now really inspired. And I like to show them that women also like can do things. What I mean? Because
Yes.
in cultures, um, I mean, you know, just it's good to show like to the girls that, like, I don't know, an example of doing something good for other people using skills that you have. Because as I say, the kids, the only way to teach your kid something is to be an example. And
Yes.
I think this is not a bad example for them to see that it's good to help others. It's good to do something to other people around you, um, just because you want to, just because you just feel like it.
Jane, I think you're like a real life superhero. This is crazy. I feel like a lot of people, more people need to know what you're doing and will need to support you. Again, you can go to her Patreon over here, Jane Koluga, and then choose one of these tiers and help her, help this amazing project. I think we need more people definitely to kind of support you. And again, thank you so much, Jane. Where can people find you? Where can people find you? You have so many new fans now. Where can they find you on social media?
Yes, I think they can find me on Instagram. It's jco_art. And of course, I will be very active on Patreon. It's just starting, and I'm gonna share all the process. And you saw some of the options. I just want to make it interesting to be involved. That's why I made these tiers, because I wanted to give to people who are going to be involved and joining me on this journey, to give them something extra, to make it also fun, to make you like even closer to this, like almost same as you would come to this orphanage or any place that I am painting a mural and draw with me.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Jane, for hanging out with us today. And we hope you the best and wish you a lot of more fans of yours. I think you're gonna take the world by storm. You're doing such important work. We believe in you and keep on going.
Thank you very much, Armand.